what a day for a daydreaming boy. Okay, so Sandy Alcantara is the man. And what's funny about it is I had no idea who he was when I did my draft. What is it now? About a week and a half ago. No clue who he was, which is kind of sad, really, because the guy's a stud. Miami beat the Mets 6-2 last night. He pitches 8 innings, gives up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 8 Ks, gets the win. So he's good for 26 points last night. And it is funny because I distinctly remember drafting him and being like, and I think he might have even been an auto, not an auto pick, but just the next guy in line or something. I forget how I even ended up with him. But yeah, so, obviously now that I'm getting back into it, I know who he is. I know he's the man. So I got very, very lucky getting him. And Corey Kluber, if you guys noticed, what was it? Was it 3 or 4 days ago? If you watched that previous video, picked him up. I forgot even who I dropped, but it was right after the Yankees game where he pitched. He didn't even give up an earned run, and he gave up 2 unearned runs. I believe he got the loss in that one, or the no decision. It might have been the no decision, actually, to come to think of it. But anyway, so Tampa Bay is playing at Baltimore last night. You're thinking, okay, should be a, pretty good chance that they win that game. And nope, not so much. He gives up 2 earned runs in 6 innings, gives up 4 hits, strikes out 6, and gives up a walk. And guess what? They lose 2-1 at Baltimore. Baltimore, okay? They lose 2-1. So, so he still gave me 10 points, even though he got the loss. But the fact that they lose that game, I mean, that's a 20-point swing, right? 10-point swing, sorry. Because he gets the win instead of the loss. That's 20 points on the night as opposed to 10. So, pretty disappointed in that. I don't understand that at all, but that is what that is. But again, he's pitching pretty good. I mean, I think he's having a pretty decent season, especially lately. He's actually pitched pretty well lately. I think in his past 5 starts, he's given up 8 earned runs or 7 earned runs, 5, 6, 7. 7 earned runs in his last 5 starts. If I'm reading that, yeah. 5, 6, 7 earned runs in his last 5 starts. And that includes the 3 runs he gave up in 5 innings, even though he got the win against St. Louis. The other 4 starts, he's given up 4 runs. And he's pitched twice against the Yankees. He's pitched 12 innings, given up 7 hits, and 1 earned run with 8 strikeouts in the 2 games against the Yankees. But he only gives up 2 against Baltimore, but they lose. So whatever. It is what it is. But he might be somebody you might want to take a look at. He's rostered in 50% of the ESPN leagues out there. So he might be a guy you might want to take a look at because he is pitching decent right now. And obviously he's a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, so he's got it in him. Speaking of stud pitching, and I forget, did Zack Greinke ever win a Cy Young? I feel like he did. Because I was going to segue into, speaking of Cy Young, Zack Greinke, but I forget whether he actually won a Cy Young or not. Anyways, I was looking over his stats. He's on my injured list right now. He's only rostered in 28% of ESPN leagues. I didn't realize he's kind of fallen off there in the last few years. I don't know if it's injuries or what have you, because I was just doing research before I started this video. So I'll have to look more into him. But I might have to drop him. The only problem is I don't know. I mean, I can just drop him. Because I was thinking, well, if I drop him, maybe I'll pick up somebody. But maybe I should just drop him. I don't know. But I mean, I remember back in the day, this shows you how old I am, which is kind of sad. I remember when he was on Kansas City and he was the man. Now, that was a long time ago, and I get that. But when he was on the Dodgers, which I didn't even realize he's back in KC now. It's funny how that happened. It's almost like Greg Maddux. He was on the Cubs, goes to the Braves, and then eventually makes his way back to the Cubs. So I just thought it was funny. I didn't realize KC. It's like, wow, that's what, I don't know, what was that, 8 to 10 years or something like that since he's been on KC. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, So I might have to drop him because I don't get it. Um, and same thing, I was doing some research in Steven Strasburg, and he's only rostered in 32% of ESPN leagues, and I'm like, well, why? I mean, it's Steven Strasburg, but he's again. I think that's mainly due to injury, but apparently he's kind of fallen off since they've won the World Series as well. So a lot of research to be done, a lot of work to be done, and you know, just getting back into it. Been into it a week and a half, done a lot of research, and still got plenty more to do. But I do think my team is coming along here kind of nicely. Yeah, I just wish that, you know, some of these guys that only give up 1 or 2 runs could win a game once in a while, like Alcantara. Um, you know, because I think the one before that, actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, he got the no decision. So he pitched what appears to be a complete game, 9 innings, 6 hits, no earned runs, 6 Ks, got the no decision. So that must not have been a complete game. So 9 innings, no runs, and then 7.22 runs, and neither one, strikes out 11 combined, and neither one he gets the decision. He gets 27 points without getting the decision against Washington, 15 no decision against Philly. So this was his first win in his last 3 starts. And all he's done is given up 1 run, no runs, no runs, 2 runs, 2 runs in his last 5 games. Guy's a beast, man. And so, yeah, so that's the pitching situation. Batting, nothing too exciting. A few guys got some negative numbers. JD Martinez struck out 3 times last night. Espinal struck out twice, but it happens. Alejandro Kirk did get 3 walks last night, which was cool. So he had 4 points total. Freddie Freeman hit a solo home run. He had 4 points. But other than that, not much going on. Taylor Ward did have 5 points. So that was good. But yeah, nothing eye-popping out there other than Sandy Alcantara's 26. So hopefully today we'll bring in some good results. I think Syndergaard's going for me today, so that should be fun. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out the channel again. If you guys have any advice for me, let me know. And hey, let's work together and kick ass, you know. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you soon.